Hello and welcome in. I am creating some videos for each sign based on your rising sign that will contain intuitive guidance just for you if you identify with the Sisterhood of the Rose. In this guidance, what I'm going to be calling in is guidance from the Marys within these cards. And I am going to be asking them to tell us a story for each rising sign of what is really opening and unfolding with the current astrological energy, which we all know we've been going through extreme transits. There's been a lot happening. And something really opened up through the solar eclipse for many people, the solar eclipse that happened April 8th. And then we had that huge Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, a beautiful new moon in Taurus, and then a very powerful full moon that we just had here in Sagittarius. And it's leading us into this ongoing story that Jupiter and Venus are really expanding us into from a soul's growth perspective. We are expanding into these new versions of self. And as Venus goes into Gemini soon along with Jupiter, Venus is going to have a full Venus and it's going to complete a cycle. And that seems very powerful and potent. And so I just wanted to really call in wisdom from my guidance team for all of you who identify with the Sisterhood of the Rose, to really hear maybe a little bit more of what might be going on, what might be opening up and calling you forward right now. So listen in with your own discernment for what feels right and what feels true for you. Allow it to sit with you. And this may not resonate for everyone, but I am going to create videos for each rising sign, and I hope you enjoy. And also, please share this content. I'm bad at even saying to like and subscribe and share. So if you wouldn't mind, please do so if you find a benefit, or if you know of anyone who you suspect might be also a part of the Rose lineage of light, also a part of the Sisterhood of the Rose. Thanks so much and enjoy. Hello and welcome into your video for Aries rising. This is for anyone who identifies with the Sisterhood of the Rose, anyone who identifies as an oracle of the rose and carrying the rose lineage of light within your energy stream. And I am doing readings based on rising sign. This is the reading for all you Aries risings. So you can listen in for your sun and your moon sign as well, but I recommend following specifically for your rising sign. And so I have called in our guides, the Marys. I have already called in our connections as I am tuning in, and each sign, the pendulum has chosen different decks for each of you. So we are going to get started. You are going to receive 4 guidance cards that will begin to tell you a story, as well as 4 clarifying cards. And they're telling you a story based on your journey of what is unfolding for you now, post-eclipse season, what has really opened up in the Taurus area of your chart, what is hatching. There was also the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, and Jupiter and Venus are now carrying all of this energy forward. And there's a big transformation underway. So what is calling you forward? What are the guidance card for Aries rising? Okay. So far we have got the 8 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. And Spirit, just calling in additional guidance here for Aries rising. What messages do you have for us today? For Aries rising, tell us a story, please, Spirit. Two Pentacles. And one more card from this deck, please, Spirit, for Aries rising. What messages do you have? And we've got 9 of Swords in reverse. Okay, thank you, Spirit. And now let's get some clarifying messages here. So we opened up with the Ethereal Alchemist Tarot deck. And now the next deck we are choosing, the next deck we're moving on to is called the Akashic Tarot deck. And so just calling in any messages into this deck for Aries rising, helping to clarify their journey, what is opening up for them. Tell us a story. Tuning into their soul's work, their mission work. The first card we have is the 4 of Roses. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, okay. This one just flew out of the deck. 5 of Keys. And what is the next message that we have here today, Spirit, for Aries rising? Tell us a story. What is unfolding for Aries rising? Okay. Ooh, beautiful energy. Queen of Scrolls and Queen of Roses. Gorgeous. Can't wait to read and interpret the meanings behind these cards. All right, so let's get started. Let's begin to unpack. First, we have here the 8 of Wands. Beautiful card filled with roses. So just take that in. The 8 of Wands is opening up your reading today. And the 8 of Wands is highlighting Mercury and Sagittarius, and represents speed and action and movement, swift change taking place, and a particular area of your life has gathered momentum now, and things are really feeling like they're starting to move forward for you at a rapid pace. And so this could pertain to your career, it could be your love life or your overall health and well-being, but you have a deep sense that this change is for the better, and this is a confirmation for you that you are on the right path. This card is a good omen that you are on purpose right now in terms of being in alignment, whatever it is that is beginning to unfold. It might be moving rather quickly, but it's an opportunity for you to work on the practice of releasing control and the outcome of how things will ultimately manifest for you. And it's an opportunity to begin to allow the universe to surprise you and bring forward opportunities that might show up in unexpected ways. So that is really beautiful. That is truly how I am feeling the energy as well. So let's move on now to the 3 of Wands. Lovely card here. This is the 3 of Wands card. And the 3 of Wands relates to the Sun in Aries and highlights, therefore, your ascendant. And it represents foresight, exploration, progression, and self-conviction. It is all about beginning that manifestation process of putting your ideas out into the universe and then taking the action steps as well to help to make those things come into being. It's the process of aligning your thoughts and your actions and your belief system and feeling all of those aligning into your highest purpose. And so through some careful planning that you've been doing, through some hard work, you are beginning to create, or are already maybe creating, this perhaps is what's opening here for you, a more harmonious and joyous life. And you're feeling that things are beginning to progress into the next level for you. So just allow yourself to feel how this is also progressing you, advancing you on your spiritual path. And so you might find that you're making some sacred connections with some more like-minded individuals who also share similar long-term visions and goals as you. And this is encouragement from the universe to seize any opportunities should they arrive. And just allow yourself to be opened up to the infinite possibilities that might be lying in your field, waiting for you to receive them. This card is letting you know that you already have all of the tools that you need to succeed. So go big, dream big, and allow yourself to really reach. All right, let's move on to the next card. And this is the Two of Pentacles, and it represents Jupiter in Capricorn. And let me get this card into view for you. And so if you've been feeling a little overburdened in certain areas of your life, whether it's within your relationships, your home, your career, your health, the Two of Pentacles brings you a message of change, of balance, and of harmony. And so it's a time of helping you to manage your time and to create harmony within your relationships, and really maybe do a little introspection, asking yourself questions. Are you taking on too many responsibilities? Are there other ways that you could manage your time more efficiently that will help bring greater harmony into your life and help you overall to organize your day-to-day life a little better? Because you're shifting into a new way of being, and it seems to me that this card is this invitation to help maybe get creative and envision what kind of day do you want to create for yourself. How do you want that to look like? Begin to put maybe a new routine into place that really suits where you're at right now. Okay, and then the last card here of the main cards is Nine of Swords in reversed. And so what this says to me is that you are really coming out of maybe a time of great stress, of anxiety, fear, or maybe even some feelings of depression. And you're beginning to move forwards on your journey, finding a way to gain some greater acceptance and perhaps even some forgiveness for any of the negative experiences that might have held you back in the past. And so it's a card that shows me you've turned the corner, and now there's this new opening, this new greater potential that's really driving you forward, that is in your highest alignment right now. So truly follow that and just continue to do the work to nourish yourself. So let's dig deeper into the clarifying cards now and take a look here. The first card is the Four of Roses. I will let you see what that looks like here. And on the bottom here, it says views of the ego. So this is clarifying what your journey is, these first 4 cards. And it says 3 people stand upright before a full-length mirror. The man in the center gazes keenly at himself, and it seems his reflection is looking back with a superior air. He is the sole reflection to be seen in the mirror. The card shows that there may be a thoughtless, selfish person in your life, whether in a love, friendship, family, or business relationship. This person is self-absorbed and makes plans only in terms of how it might affect him or her. You may have lingered too long, repeatedly giving to this person, even though you haven't received very much from them in return. You've tolerated their dismissiveness because you kept hoping that things would potentially change or get better, or perhaps you might have held some type of element of fear to step away from that relationship. And so you're now being called to be aware that this person is really unlikely to change, and what you might be doing is just delaying the inevitable here. And so there is a clarifying question that as you're moving forward, to take a really honest look in the mirror and see how staying in this relationship might affect your future. Okay, so we'll move on now to the next card. Let me get that pulled up. All right, so this is the 5 of Keys, and it says wishes fulfilled. And so here's what it looks like in the upright position, just to see a better picture. Looks like a cute little cabin in an idyllic place that has a nice view. All your needs are met. There's a bountiful harvest. Nice open airy space. So let's take a look at what this means in reverse here for us today. Okay, it says that your dreams may feel as if they are somewhere off in the distance, but they don't have to be so elusive to you. You must work to change your circumstances as well as your responses to your current circumstances. So shifting yourself, perhaps, and working on your definitions of lack. It says here, don't define yourself in lack and don't go on the defensive. Remain strong and steadfast in your little victories and with your inner abundance. And the most important key to getting your wishes fulfilled is the power that you hold inside of yourself to really alchemize and pull those dreams into reality, to help to co-create those dreams with spirit. So the advice here is to keep working on your dreams, and your dreams will begin to really start to work for you. The next card here we have is the Queen of Scrolls. So let me find that. Okay. This is another beautiful card. Here is the image of the Queen of Scrolls. The Queen of Scrolls, a beautiful woman, holds a scroll as she stands in front of a sunlit archway. Around her swirls the energy of wisdom, knowledge, and the Akashic truth. When this card appears upright, she brings important information and inspiration to you. The Queen of Scrolls is a woman of higher mind whom you may already know or have yet to meet. her purpose is to help you move through the entryway to a new level of wisdom and understanding. She could be a teacher to you in some way or offer a friendship that could develop into a deeper love. This woman could be helpful to you in some project requiring communication. She may be an author, a marketer, or a publisher. If you are a writer, she may be someone who could assist you in getting published. The Queen of Scrolls could also represent you or a woman in your life getting a position in a field related to communications or academics. This card indicates also a phase of deepening understanding and a readiness to learn. It's a perfect time for personal growth and expansive learning, whether it's mind, body, or spirit-centered. Open to the mysteries that are hidden in the Akashic Scrolls and step through the door of knowledge. And so really probably speaking to what is calling you forward in terms of your expansiveness and my intuitive insights and what I'm hearing here from the Marys is that what I am picking up from this card is that you might be actually receiving some energetic activations and some downloads that are really helping to awaken and activate your personal gifts and abilities, but also might be shifting your path actually into a greater sense of alignment with what your soul mission is to do. And it seems as if you have turned this corner where you are committing into walking that vision. And so let's see what the last card here has for you. The last clarifying card is the Queen of Roses. And this is the card. Okay. And this card shows a beautiful woman with roses in her hair and all around her. A beautiful scene expands outside, but she is peacefully focusing on the flower in her hand. The Queen of Roses signifies a woman who is loving and supportive, but with a passionate side as well. This is a card of loving connection. A relationship with someone you know may deepen and become more meaningful, or someone new may appear. Be open to the connection. It may be a romantic one, or it may be that of a friend that is going to be helpful and valuable to you in some way. The Queen of Roses can represent you or a woman in your life stepping into the role of wife or mother at this time. It's a time for loving energy to be voiced. This card upright shows a happy resolution to a difficulty with a family member, a friend, or a love relationship. The time for peaceful, loving connections is at hand, so open your heart to the expression of caring within and around you. So I feel multiple messages coming in on this card for many of you, and they might be that some of you are going to be finding a new love relationship, and it also could be that is a healing taking place in a deep relationship with you. So I was picking up on quite a bit. But now we are going to move on to some of your soul guidance cards, some oracle cards that are coming through. And this is coming through the Work Your Light deck that was chosen for you today, Aries. So the first card that I am pulling from the Work Your Light deck is Share Your Voice. And it came out upside down. And so we'll talk about perhaps overcoming any challenges that you might feel with sharing your voice, coming out of your cave, and perhaps there might even be some old soul contracts that are clearing for you related to you sharing your gifts and using your voice to share your talents and gifts with others. Okay, Spirit, what other messages do you have for Aries rising? Thank you. Oh, beautiful. Inner Temple. Inner Temple. This is a card of devotion to self, which really speaks to this journey that we discussed earlier. It's a card of really tuning into yourself to work on your own inner temple, to cultivate your connection with self, your own energetic knowing and your intuitive knowing, and to tune into your connections, your portal that's within the heart space for you. All right, Spirit, one more card here, one more guidance card. What is going on for the soul growth mission of Aries rising? Give us one more card of guidance, please, for Aries rising. What is their soul growth mission? What personal development is unfolding for them in relationship to their light? Okay. All right. Look at that. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. So this really speaks to the fact that this Eight of Wands that we had here in the beginning, whatever is opened up and is really bringing you forward and is kind of taking off for you, these new changes that are unfolding in your life, it's already happening. You're already on the right path. And so this is a path of continuing to cultivate whatever that might mean for you, and to make sure you are nurturing to yourself, to your own energy, and really taking the time to tend to your energy. And I wanted to read this one a little bit deeper, share your voice. So let's take a look at that. What does it say? I feel like there is an additional message here for someone that needs to hear it. You are being called to share your voice, perhaps by speaking up in a relationship or through writing, speaking, singing, or some other form of creative expression. We each hold a deep truth within us that longs to be expressed. Sculpted for lifetimes, the voice of your soul is like no other. It carries with it the wisdom that can only be gained through soul history and growth. By remembering, tapping into, and expressing this unique tone, we not only heal ourselves, we also heal the planet at large. When you share your voice, you unlock something in the universe and call a missing piece of you home. How beautiful is that? Your individual voice is the most powerful sound current on the planet. If you have kept your soul's voice silenced or held back, chanting or singing could be truly life-changing for you. As we shed the layers of our personality and start letting our unique soul speak through us, we discover that we actually have a very clear message that longs to be shared. The more we speak it, the clearer it gets. There has never been a better time in history than right now to rise up and speak your truth. Share your soul's voice. If you feel fearful, know that you are not alone, and the world needs your unique tone in order to harmonize. As we each rise up and share our song, we make it easier for the next person to do the same. How beautiful is this? This is the main message that actually keeps coming through from the Marys, is that we are each being called forward into our light to share that light, because it creates an overall harmonic frequency that resonates with planet Earth. And that's been one of the deeper teachings that has been kind of hard to articulate. It's included in my Working with Your Light experiential course, where they talk about how important our own unique light is and how needed it really is. And so this is really beautiful. It speaks to me that you might have something really creative going on in relationship to your maybe writing something, speaking something, somehow expressing yourself very beautifully, creatively. And I really love that for you. And so now we're looking for, what is your support card? What is your guidance card? What is a solace card that can help you through this period of growth? And for you, we were pointed to the Earth Magic deck, Aries rising. So we are just asking Spirit to show us in this deck, what is the guidance card, the support tool for Aries rising here? What is their medicine? What is their soothing self-care what is needed to be tended to and nurtured for Aries rising. Please, Spirit, show us a message card for Aries rising. What is their card for this reading? What is needed? Okay. Dance. Dance. Celebration. And so the very first thing that's coming forward, I will read this, but the very first thing, the hit that I'm getting with this is the idea of dancing in the celebration of life. As you create, as you are opening up into these new places, as it lifts up your spirit, celebrate that as you go. And take moments throughout your day. You know, I really loved what this other card, what this was talking about sharing your voice, and some of the medicine to help you begin to do that is to really begin to sing or chant. And how beautiful would it be for you throughout the day to just begin to sing, to dance, to connect into your body, to begin to make that be a bit of a devotional practice for you to help you move energy. And dancing is one of the most high frequency things that you can do for yourself. It will really connect you in to this movement of energy through your Kundalini and through your chakra system, and it's really beautiful. So let me see if I can find this. This deck doesn't come forward as often, so I haven't worked with this deck quite as much. Let's see. We might have here. Okay, I found it. The woman is dancing in an ancient story. We've got stories again. One that has been handed down for centuries. She's acting out this story through her movement, choreographed by the collaboration of traditional ritual and her own spirit. The dance itself sometimes becomes the story, often unheard and unseen in this image. There are others who are singing and clapping to accompany this dancer. It's a communal celebration focused around a story that's been handed down from many, many generations. For thousands of years, our ancestors, no matter our lineage, celebrated with ritualized storytelling that included singing and dancing. And in this image, the dancer's movements brings the tale to kinesthetic life. The participation of the community in this heartfelt enactment helps secure the bonds of the people and connects them to their spiritual and ancestral roots. When we celebrate anything in this way, it always touches a deep sense of love, gratitude, and appreciation. And so at the bottom here it says, the sacredness of any celebration is dependent upon the quality of spirit that is present. The quality of spirit is greater to the degree that you are fully present, with minimal inhibitions about expressing your joy and happiness through physical movement. Focus on what you want to celebrate. Put on some music and dance, whether slow or fast. Sing a song while you do so. Make up one about what you most have to celebrate. It is the universe's wish for everyone to enjoy their time on earth, and part of that wish is to celebrate your capacity to be joyous and express it through your body, whether in private or with a small group of friends or a large communal gathering. Let music, song, and dance be a part of your sacred ceremony, regardless of what it is you are celebrating. For truly, any celebration is sacred. And that is absolutely beautiful. I was really feeling into this idea of some of the family healing, some of that relationship healing, and perhaps there is some healing that can take place through gathering, through storytelling, through sharing of the voice, and really drawing in that loving energy here from the Queen of Roses into a particular circumstance. So I feel like that might only be true for a few of you, but I sure do hope that these messages have been healing, have been supportive, and helped to illuminate what is going on in this moon cycle. We just moved out of the full moon in Sagittarius, and we are heading into the new moon in Gemini, which is going to be this very magical, airy, alchemical new moon. And Jupiter and Venus will have just ingressed into Gemini as well. And so we're having a big shift in the energy. And I just felt like this reading would be really nourishing to help illuminate what kind of process is underway for you right now as you are moving forward in your personal soul's growth. So I hope this has resonated and you have found this supportive. Thank you for watching, and I would appreciate any likes, any subscribes, any shares of this information, and I will see you next time. Take good care, Aries.